I saw your picture by accident. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Your smile looked exactly the same, maybe even brighter. His hand was wrapped around yours like mine used to be. And for a second, the whole world felt unfair. I thought I prepared myself for this. Turns out I lied. The hardest part isn't that you left, it's seeing you happy with somebody else. Seeing him get the version of you I still dream about. Seeing him hear you laugh, seeing him hold your heart, and realizing those moments don't belong to me anymore. I wanted you to be happy, at least that's what people say you're supposed to want. But nobody talks about how painful it feels. Ooh, when the person you love finally finds peace. Without you, I used to be a future, now I'm just part of your past. The hardest part isn't missing you, it's knowing someone else gets to know you now. Yes, the good mornings, the late night conversations, the random stories, the little things I thought would always be ours. Maybe he loves you better, maybe he listens more, maybe he learned from mistakes I will still make it. And maybe that's why you're smiling the way you never smiled at the end with me. The hardest part isn't losing you, it's watching someone else become your home. Watching you build a life I once imagined for us, and knowing no matter how much I still care, I don't belong in that story anymore. You look happy, and somehow that's exactly what breaks me. I almost missed that Uber. Rain was falling on the street. You slid in through the back door, said, mind if I sit here? 20 minutes to downtown, just two strangers killing time, talking like we known each other for our whole damn lives. Red lights turning green, city passing by, neither one of us knew we were changing our lives. It was supposed to be a 20-minute ride, night messages turn into Sunday mornings, coffee cups and movie nights inside your tiny apartment. You knew every dream I had, every scar I tried to hide. Funny how a random ride became the best part of my life. Some people spend forever searching for what we found by chance. It was supposed to be a 20-minute bite, a moment in the city passing by. But somehow fate kept pulling us back into the same scene. And for a little while, you became everything to me. Who would have thought love could arrive for 1842 in a five-star ride? Sometimes I replay that night, wonder what would have changed if I took another car or left 5 minutes late. Will we still be strangers, walking separate roads? Oh yeah, would my heart still be mine? Would I still call you home? Driver never knew he was carrying the beginning of something beautiful, and the ending to it was supposed to be a 20-minute ride. But you stayed with me long after the meter stopped. Now every city light feels a little different, because for 2 years you were the reason I loved this town. Funny how the shortest trip became the hardest goodbye. Ooh. Three years of midnight conversations, 3 years of crossing town, 3 years of holding your hand whenever nobody else was around. You knew my favorite songs, knew every dream inside my head. But if somebody checked my profile, they'd think I slept alone instead. Melody rises with tension, you were part of my whole world, but somehow not part of my public life. You were never on my page, never in the pictures, never in the captions, never in the frame. 3 years loving in the shadows while I kept acting single. Now you're gone and everybody's asking why I look so broken over someone they never knew existed. Private love, public loneliness. Now I feel it. You never asked for diamonds, never asked for anything expensive. You only wanted proof that I wasn't ashamed of us. A picture, a mention, a simple introduction, something that told the world you weren't invisible. I kept saying pride You kept hearing you're not enough. You were never on my page, never where the world could see. Now I'm scrolling through memories that only belong to me. You gave me all your loyalty while I gave you hidden love, and now the silence feels heavier than any secret ever was. A secret relationship still breaks your heart the same way. I thought protecting us meant keeping us private, but maybe I was protecting myself from commitment, from questions, from making it real. And by the time I understood, you were already leaving. You were never on my page, but you were written in every part of my life. Every late night drive, every Sunday morning, every future I imagine. Now the world sees me alone and thinks that's something new, but the truth is, the loneliest thing I ever did was love you without letting anyone know. 3 years together, and not a single picture. Everybody thinks I'm doing fine now. Whiskey downtown, girls in expensive dresses, laughing too loud in crowded bars, like heartbreak never happened. My friends post stories with me smiling, neon lights all over my face. Nobody sees me leave before midnight, just to drive nowhere again. 'Cause every Friday night, my hands still know that old route home. Funny how the body remembers what the heart tries to forget. So I drive past the street alone, windows down, radio low, passing that little corner where you used to laugh with your feet up on my dashboard. The city says I moved on, but these empty roads know the truth. No matter how many people surround me, every Friday night still ends with you. Ooh, still slow down in your apartment, even though you proudly moved away. Sometimes another girl sits beside me, but it never feels the same. They think I'm chasing freedom, living some fast downtown life, but honestly I'm just avoiding going home to silence. Loneliness sounds different in your 20s, not quiet tears or broken screams, just crowded rooms and fake smiles while missing one. Met you at our favorite spot. Same old table, same old thoughts. We laughed about the years gone by, like nothing ever said goodbye. You asked me how I've been these days. I smiled and gave the safe reply, but underneath that calm disguise, 1,000 memories survive. We said we'd keep it simple, we said we'd keep it cool, but some hearts never learn how to follow rules. We're trying to be just friends again, but every conversation bends back to the love we used to know, back to the fire we let go. You say you're fine, I say it too, but there's a truth we're hiding from. No matter how hard we pretend, we're just friends, but not over us. Every joke still feels the same, every glance still knows my name, and every silence in between says more than words have ever been. We talk about the people we've met, the places life has taken us, but somewhere underneath the surface there's still a trace of us. We said we'd keep it simple, we said we'd keep it cool, but some hearts never learn how to follow rules. We're trying to be just friends again, but every conversation bends back to the love we used to know, back to the fire we let go. You say you're fine, I say it too, but there's a truth we're hiding from. No matter how hard we pretend, we're just friends, but not over us. Maybe time can heal a wound, but some scars keep their shape. Maybe love can leave the room, yet never leave the space. And every time I see your face, I feel the past arrive, like a song we stopped playing, but somehow stayed alive. We're trying to be just friends again, but the feeling never really ends. No new beginning, no clean goodbye, just old emotions learning to survive. Maybe someday we'll finally move on, maybe someday the ache will be gone, but tonight the truth remains. We're just friends in name, still carrying yesterday, still hearing what love said. We're just friends, but my heart doesn't know it yet. Just friends. Not really, still you, I remember, can't let go. He used to steal my phone in the car, adding songs while I drove downtown. Windows down, midnight air, your voice louder than the speakers. Every memory has a soundtrack now. Every chorus still sounds like us. Funny how music survives long after people leave. Then one night after our breakup, you made a playlist quietly, and the title hurt more than goodbye. Songs I can't listen anymore. 27 tracks and everyone was mine. Songs I used to play while driving you home under city lights at 2 a.m. Now every melody feels haunted. Every lyric cuts a little deeper, 'cause somewhere inside your headphones our love still exists in pieces. There's that old Arctic Monkey song. It's sing completely out of tune, and the slow acoustic track you cried to after we fought that winter. I saw you updated the playlist again at 3:16 in the morning. Guess heartbreak has insomnia too. People think memories live in photographs, but I stayed hidden inside music, waiting for random nights to ruin us all over again. So now I drive alone through downtown, skipping songs before they reach your part. 'Cause loving you didn't just change my heart, it changed the way music sounds forever. And somewhere out there, ooh, you probably still avoid those songs too. Two strangers connected by melodies neither of us can survive hearing anymore. Ooh. Yeah. We had a map drawn on the kitchen table, city circled in red and blue, a little house near the water, and every dream somehow included you. We talked about years like they were certain, like tomorrow signed a guarantee. Never imagining the future would rewrite our destiny. We thought love was enough to keep every promise alive, but life has a way of changing roads without asking why. We had plans, life had other plans. We built castles in the distance, or fate erased them with its hands. We were counting all the years ahead, life was counting different days, and somewhere between our dreams and reality, we got lost along the way. There were plane tickets never used, a wedding venue we never saw, boxes full of possibilities still gathering dust, and every goal we made together now belongs to another time, like chapters left unfinished by a story that changed its mind. Sometimes nobody fails, sometimes nobody leaves on purpose. Sometimes life simply arrives and rearranges our dreams and reality. We got lost along the way. I spent so long looking for reasons, trying to understand the end. But not every heartbreak happens because somebody made a mistake. Some roads divide naturally, some seasons don't return, and some lessons only arrive when there's nothing left to learn. We had plans, life had other plans. The future we imagined exists only in photographs. Still I don't regret believing, still I don't regret your name, because loving you gave meaning to every dream we made. And though the story ended, the memories remain. We had plans, and for a while they were beautiful, even if life had other plans. Twenty, 2020, 2020. Ooh. 2026. 2026. 2026. Yeah. 'She needed someone to hold her on nights when the world felt too heavy. Needed late night phone calls and reassurance without asking twice. But I was still learning how to love, still fighting wars inside myself, thinking one day I'll become the man she deserves, without realizing she needed me now. I kept saying, please just give me time, while the heart slowly got tired of waiting to feel chosen. She needed love, and I needed time. That's how two people who cared so deeply still ended up saying goodbye. 'Cause timing can ruin something beautiful, even when the feelings are real. And sometimes the saddest love stories are the ones that almost work. She cried quietly beside me sometimes, while I pretended not to notice. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know how yet. By the time I learned softness, learned patience, learned communication, she had already taught herself how to live without me. Funny how growing up works. Some people become better lovers right after losing the person who needed that version of them most. Oh, now she's probably somewhere loved correctly, I kept promising the future. Oh, yeah. I saw you smiling in a picture, standing next to someone new. The kind of smile I spent years chasing, but never gave to you. He's got a house up in the hills, a career that's already made, while I was still becoming somebody. He arrived that way. Melody rises slowly. I hate to admit it, but I see why you stayed. He got everything I wasn't, everything you needed then. A steady hand, a solid plan, a life without uncertainty. Oh, he walked in carrying answers, while I was still asking questions. And maybe that's why you love him the way I hoped you'd love me. He had what I couldn't give at the time. He knows where he's going, never second guesses himself. I was chasing dreams in the dark, trying to figure out who I was. You wanted peace, I brought storms. You wanted certainty, I brought hope. And sometimes hope just isn't enough. The hardest truth is knowing he's not a rebound, he's an upgrade. Oh, he got everything I wasn't, more mature, more patient, more prepared. And every picture proves you finally found the kind of love I couldn't become fast enough. It's hard to compete with a man who arrived when I was still growing. Only piano. For a while I hated him without even knowing him, but the truth is he didn't steal you. He simply showed up as the man you needed when I couldn't. And maybe that's nobody's fault. He got everything I was, and somehow that doesn't make him the villain or me the victim. It just means you met him at the right chapter and met me before I finish writing mine. I hope he gives you everything I wanted to, everything I promised to, everything I never learned how to. He became your future. Ooh, while I became a lesson. Midnight traffic crawling slow, raindrops dancing on the windshield. Streetlights blur like old memories as the radio hums too quietly. I still reach for the volume sometimes, 'cause you always sang every chorus wrong, laughing louder than the music itself, like the whole world belonged to us. Funny how habits survive heartbreak, even after love is gone. My eyes still drift to the right side every single drive home, to that empty passenger seat where you used to put your feet up, singing old songs with the windows down, like life can never hurt us. Now it's just silence, riding shotgun in your shadow in every street light glow. I never realized how loud loneliness sounds till your voice disappeared from my car. Still a coffee stain near the console from that winter road trip to Chicago, and one blonde hair caught in the seatbelt that I still haven't put away. My friends say I should clean the car out, start fresh, move on somehow, but some memories don't live in pictures, they live in little ordinary things. The hardest part about losing somebody isn't the goodbye itself, it's all the tiny moments after where they're suddenly missing. So every late night drive feels longer now, every red light feels colder somehow, 'cause the seat beside me used to hold the person who made everywhere feel like home. And now it's just an empty passenger seat and a man who still looks sober, like maybe one day you'll be there neon pouring from the sky, red and gold reflections in your eyes. 3 a.m. on the boulevard, two strangers carrying reckless hearts. The music shaking through the floor, we weren't thinking anymore. One more drink, one more chance, one more dangerous romance. The city whispered, take the risk. We didn't know what we'd be missing. One wild moment, one heartbeat, changing everything. It happened in Vegas after midnight, one decision under flashing lights. A little crazy, a little fearless, a little lost but feeling limitless. We thought tomorrow was so far away, now forever started that same day. One turn, one kiss, one leap of faith. My whole life changed in Vegas after midnight. Vegas after midnight. Sunrise painted desert gold, reality hit but we held on. No more running from the truth, the future suddenly came into view. Friends, I called us out of our minds, said love like this could never survive. But every year that passes by proves they were wrong every time. The city whispered, take the risk. Oh, we didn't know what we'd be missing. Vegas after midnight. Maybe luck was on our side. Maybe stars began to align. Maybe destiny wore casino lights and found us in the night. The odds were stacked against our names, but love doesn't play by the rules of the game. What looked like a reckless choice became the reason for my voice. It happened in Vegas after midnight, where dreams and danger collide. One impulse to step into the unknown led me to a place called home. If I could live it all again, I'd take that road without regret. One turn, one kiss, one leap of faith. My whole life changed in Vegas after midnight. Contemporary American R&B groove, smooth electric guitar licks, the patient bass, the syncopated rhythm, wide atmosphere of sandpipes, soulful male vocal runs, layered background harmonies. After midnight changed my life. Vegas lights still shining, fade into distant city ambience. I saw you standing by the champagne table, white lights falling softly on your hair. Same eyes that used to know me better, now looking at me like a stranger, trying to be polite. It's been years since we burned down all the dreams we built together. Funny how time changes everything, except the way my heart reacts to you. Then the band started playing that old song from my 20s, and suddenly the whole room disappeared, except you and me. So we had one last dance, like the nights before everything fell apart. Your hands still fit perfectly in mine, and that almost broke me again. Then you smiled and whispered softly, I'm happy now. And all I could do was nod while my chest felt like it caved in. You talked about your new apartment, your golden retriever and peaceful life. I pretended I was doing good too, like people do when the truth still hurts. But every spin beneath those wedding lights felt like stepping back through time, back to kitchen dances at midnight, before love became something we lost. Nobody tells you the hardest goodbye is seeing someone you still love become happy without you. So the song ended way too soon, and you slowly let go of my hand, like maybe this was life reminding us some stories only belong to the past. You walked back toward your future, and I stayed frozen in that moment, smiling like a man who healed, while silently breaking all over again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We used to talk till 4 a.m. about random things again and again. You told me dreams about our future life, and I smiled like everything felt right. Back then whenever my phone would ring, my whole world lit up instantly. We always had too much to say, like we never run out of words someday. Somewhere along the way, those long conversations disappeared. Feelings once deep as oceans turned into routine little phrases. Did you eat yet? How was work today? We still care about each other, but somehow we sound miles away. Love doesn't disappear overnight, it slowly fades with time. Through shorter conversations and silence replacing laughter. We used to be something special until we became ordinary. Sometimes I read our old messages and realized how much we loved back then. You once stayed awake all night just to hear me talk about my day. I don't blame you for changing. Maybe we both just changed too much. People don't always break apart by betrayal. Sometimes they stop sharing their hearts. Oh, the saddest thing is watching someone you love the most become the hardest person to talk to. Even silence feels uncomfortable now. Did you eat yet? Ooh, get some sleep tonight. The same caring words remain, but they don't warm my heart anymore. Maybe real love is when two people never run out of things to say. And dying love is staring at each other without knowing how to begin. We used to be each other's whole world. Now we're just an old habit. I still wake up some mornings reaching for a life that's gone. Half asleep, half remembering, before reality turns the lights on. The world keeps moving around me. People come and people go, but some losses don't get smaller. You just learn how to carry them slow. I thought time would make it easier. I thought distance would help me heal, but some truths stay heavy because they're painfully real. You were the best thing I lost, the greatest mistake I made. Now every beautiful memory comes with a price I have to pay. I let something rare slip through my hands, and that's a weight I can't escape. nothing else feels quite the same. You were the best thing I lost. I've had chances after you, new names, new faces, new starts, but every comparison is unfair, because you're still living in my heart. Not in the way that stops me living, not in the way that keeps me stuck, just in the quiet understanding that some people only come once. And maybe that's the lesson hidden inside regret. You don't always know the value of something until it's left. You were the best thing I lost, the greatest mistake I've made. Now every beautiful memory comes with a price I have to pay. I let something rare slip through my hands, and that's a weight I can't escape. 'Cause when you lose the right person, nothing else feels quite the same. You were the best thing I lost. If I could rewrite one chapter, if I could relive one year, I'd listen more carefully and hold you a little nearer. But life doesn't trade tomorrows for wishes about the past. So all I have are memories and the lessons that they left. You were the best thing I lost, and I live with that every day. In every quiet evening, in every word I didn't say, I've learned how to smile again. I've learned how to move ahead. But some regrets don't disappear, they simply learn to coexist. And if somebody asks me what heartbreak really costs, I tell them about you, the best thing I ever had, the best thing I ever loved, the best thing I lost. The coffee mug is where you left it, still sitting by the kitchen sink. Your favorite blankets on the sofa, like you're walking any week. The pictures haven't moved an inch, the records still line up the shelf. This apartment looks exactly the same, but doesn't feel like itself. Every room keeps your shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the mornings still break through. The keys still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. I still reach across the mattress, half asleep some nights, only to find the empty space waiting in the dark. The silence has a different sound when someone's missing from your life. It's strange how one goodbye can change 1,000 little things. Every room keeps your shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the mornings still break through, the keys still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. Everything's the same here, everything but you. Maybe that's the hardest part, not the leaving, not the pain. It's watching life continue while nothing feels the same. 'Cause every object stayed behind, every memory stayed too. And this apartment became a museum built around losing you. Everything's the same here, the table, the bed, the view, the hallway where we danced at midnight, the balcony we talked things through. But no amount of familiar things can bring back what we knew. This apartment still exists, but our story doesn't. Everything's the same here, everything but you. Late night American R&B ballad, boom, boom, oh. Beat ballad, boom, boom, oh. Beat ballad, boom, boom, oh. Beat ballad. Late night. Late night American. The coffee mug is where you left it, still sitting by the kitchen sink. Your favorite blanket's on the sofa, like you're walking any week. The pictures haven't moved an inch, the records still line up the shelf. This apartment looks exactly the same, but doesn't feel like itself. Every room keeps a shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the mornings still break through, the keys still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. Everything's the same here, everything but you. Oh, I still reach across the mattress, half asleep some nights, only to find the empty space waiting in the dark. The silence has a different sound when someone's missing from your life. It's strange how one goodbye can change 1,000 little things. Every room keeps a shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. across the mattress, half asleep some nights, only to find the empty space waiting in the dark. Silence has a different sound when someone's missing from your life. Strange how one goodbye can change 1,000 little things. Every room keeps a shadow, every corner